Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing Ahri, and Ahri is going to mid lane for us against White Mage Vigar. So yeah, they lost the skill battle, the skin battle here. Yeah, 2 skins on the enemy team, 0 on this team. So yeah, that's going to be really hard. I mean, it's very hard to come back from this, because now you have to work against that. You know that the enemies have more skills there, or skins there, sorry. Oh god, I messed that up so badly. I'm not going to redo it though. It's all good, it's all good. So this is a somewhat older game, so no spectator mode yet. And I hope that people will start turning that on a little bit more often. A lot of people have been turning it on and have been sending me emails with that actually in there, which is awesome. So if you still don't know how to do that, open LOL Replay, your replay software, and then go to the top right. Go to the options. There's a little gear icon in the top right corner. Click it and it'll open the options and just enable spectator mode. There's a little box, make sure there's an X in that, hit OK, and you should be fine for the rest. So that way I get more, well, abilities to actually see everything, and that would of course be awesome. Because that way I can actually scout around a little bit, I can actually see what's happening in other lanes, but I can also see the opponent's move. And we can see a little bit better how everything worked, why things happen. And also, of course, we can rewind, which is an excellent thing to do. So, Jungle Ram is here, it seems, and Malphite top lane. So that's an excellent combination and a lot of excellence in there. That is excellent. Oh my god, I'm so bad today. I don't know what I have, but oh man. Anyway, we're up against Cartus here, and we are starting off with a little bit of harassment. An excellent Q there. Again, excellent. Man. Yeah, so a Q that actually hits, and we don't see that a lot on Ahri's, unfortunately. Of course, that is her strongest skill for doing damage at range. Combining that with the charm would give you a nice amount of damage really early on. I mean, this is 80 damage and this is 60 damage, so that's 140 damage. Some of it true damage, most of it's just magic damage, but yeah, well, Cartus won't have that much magic resist anyway. He has 30 magic resist, and our friend here has no spell penetration. Actually has armor penetration. I think she brought the wrong runes here, because 17 armor penetration, 10%, that, and 3% lifesteal, so either she's going AD or she brought the wrong runes, both of which are possible, because Ahri is pretty good as an AD carry, but it's not a good combination with this team. But it might still happen. I mean, team composition isn't everything in most games. In most games, it's just about yeah, the wrong positioning of people, and yeah, things like that. That causes most of the deaths. And yeah, she might very well go for the AD build. I will have to see. It said AP on the replay file, but since I make that mistake often myself, I cannot be sure of that. So it might actually just be an AD Ahri. No, well, not just. I've never seen her AD in mid, but I guess it would be good. Well, no, it is really good in general. I just have never seen it in mid lane. So yeah, AD Ahri revolves around, well, a lot of well, the same items as you would get on Tristana or Ashe or Vayne. Just the Infinity Edge into Phantom Dancer, and then you build into whatever you like. But yeah, we'll have to see. We will see the first time she goes back, because she already has like 750 gold, and should be able to afford the first item by the time she is forced back. Really nice mana management here. Only using the orb. Hang on. Yeah, it's actually called the Orb of Deception. So it's actually not just an orb, it's called an orb. Wow. Could also be a sphere, of course, or I don't know. They make all kinds of crazy names here. I mean, Foxfire doesn't really say anything either. But yeah, well, never mind that. So the first time she goes back, we will see what she actually is going to buy. But as I said, nice mana management. She hits Karthus with virtually every orb she shoots out, and if not, then at least she picks up the minions with it, and that's why she is still at 140 mana. Really doesn't need any additional, because yeah, going for example, Clarity as one of your summoner spells, that would really not be good for your end game. And Ahri is very much an end game champion. She can do very well from level 6 onwards. Before that, yeah, it's a lot of harassment going off. But after level 6, she kind of becomes, yeah, very, very strong. So Karthus is 6, Ahri is 6. And nice to say that in the chat, because people will actually play differently when they know that Karthus is level 6. He currently probably doesn't have... oh, he does have enough mana for his ultimate. But it would be great if he spammed a little bit too much and then dies, because then he can't use his ultimate. So Ahri does have the charm to prevent the channel, and if she can land that while he's channeling, then obviously the ultimate will do nothing. And well, that's why most Karthuses will only cast it when they die. Not only, but mainly. And a large amount of damage going down, a nice flash, and nothing is going to happen. Yeah, she was at the same moment trying to do it. Hang on, do we have 2 Rammus jungles? Ha! I never see Rammus jungle anymore, and now all of a sudden 2 in the same game. Must be a free Rammus week. Oh yeah, nice flash drawn out. And yeah, we're just going to continue. So the moment she went aggressive, the jungler came in, and that was a total coincidence. But yeah, then the Karthus gets to has to use his flash as well, so they're kind of equal again. And Rammus, of course, should come in, come right back after Ahri goes back. Or is she going to get the blue buff? Because then she's probably going to stay in. No, more damage, Rammus, more damage. Do the damages. Yeah, this should be good enough. Come on. Oh, that was risky. Because Rammus, yeah, he probably has the damage. Well, the fact that if they hit him, they take damage. But yeah, well. So Veigar is, yeah, I was thinking he would go well, mid lane, but he is going to go bottom lane, which gives him excellent protection, of course. But what you should do then as Veigar is just last hit with your Q and leave all of the rest of the minions to Graves. But now they're going to battle for who gets the last hits, and if you can get that, if you can make that work, and I thought I saw like 15 AP there, 18 actually, so he gains, oh hang on, I'm going to do this differently. We're going to focus over here, and then this gives you 15 ability power. He's currently at 18. Assuming that he didn't get any masteries, that means he has 3 last hits with his Q. That is kind of horrible for 9.5 minutes in. Or 9 minutes in when I checked. But yeah, 26 minions and only 3 of them were last hits. But with the Q, that is pretty terrible. So I can understand why Veigar didn't go mid, because he would have gotten owned. And at least this card is pretty decent. But yeah, the the Q should really be used as to farm up and not as harassment. So going into the ultimate here. Come on, jump! Don't stand in the turret fire. So she took like 2 free hits there, and immediately going to heal up with a health potion. Yeah, of course there was no reason to be scared there. And yeah, Karts is doing a random ultimate that really wasn't necessary at all. Charm, come on, do the charm. Yeah, might as well. I mean, yeah, why not? And she's going to go back, going to shop for some more. No, not going to shop for some more. Okay. Oh, that was an excellent hit, by the way. That really was a hard one to hit because the minions were standing in the way. And I think Rammus thought that he was actually safe from that, but he definitely was not. Doing a lot of damage there to Rammus, and Rammus probably has to back off here as well. He's not going to, he's going to jungle, because most junglers will go into the jungle when they're low health. And if only he hadn't used his ultimate when he died, he would have gotten a kill here. Well, no. Still 300 health. It's not going to do 300 damage. And Rammus is going to be able to, well, pick up these minions, but he is all the way over here. So he's not going to be here in time for this wave. Maybe for the next minion wave. But Ahri is already back, well, on her way. And yeah, ward down. So I like that. I like that it spots whether the enemy Rammus is coming in. And obviously Rammus is too quick to get spotted by a ward and successfully evaded. Nicely done. Once again, picking up the kill. And yeah, it's really that easy with Ahri. If you can play her well, then it's really that easy to pick up kills. Because the ultimate is really strong. It does 900 damage. Assuming that you can land all things on the enemy champion. They do prioritize enemies. And yeah, it is just kind of crazy the amount of damage that does. And if you combine that with the charm and the orb of deception, you should have a pretty easy time landing a lot of damage really quickly, and most of the times getting the kill. And that's how Ahri works. But yeah, well, it's not overpowered in any way. She's just really strong. But yeah, a lot of people hate the charm much more than the ultimate. But I think the ultimate is really her best weapon. Yeah, the orb of deception is really strong as well. It does true damage, and true damage is just very, very strong in all cases. And that's what we see with our new champion now. And of course this orb is a lot harder to hit than a targeted ultimate. But yeah, the amount of damage this one does compared to that ultimate that's just a big difference. Because if you can get a kill with it, then you can do double the damage that it says, and it can build up pretty quickly. Especially since it scales with attack damage. Oh wow. Almost taking out all of the minions, and going to just pick up this entire minion wave. Karts is coming in here, trying to get close enough to get the minions. Yeah, he's going to get all of them. But yeah, he had to go to the middle of the lane to kind of, well, to kind of get them. And Ahri is just waiting for the opportunity to, well, to nuke him down again, because all of her skills are back up. Of course she is a little bit cautious because, well, Rammus isn't here, or no, enemy Rammus isn't spotted for a while. And he might be right next to this lane. So unfortunately missing the charm. And wisely, after missing the charm, immediately backing off, knowing that it makes no sense to just overextend when there's really nothing you can do. So yeah, Rammus coming in here, and not really getting a good gank off, but yeah, well, have to show yourself mid every now and then. It costs him like 5 seconds to do that, because he comes in through here somewhere instead of walking this path. He takes the path up top, and it takes him like 5 to 10 seconds, and it makes it makes it a little bit harder for the mid laner to do anything. Wow, that silence is so long. And yeah, Garen is completely ridiculous in that regard. The ultimate is just crazy. Because a normal champion, she would have gotten away from any normal champion, but yeah, the silence into ultimate, well, with the spin to win action, that is just very, very strong. Why is there a teleport on Soraka? She needs flash, man. Whatever. Well, she needs flash exhaust. That would be the good combination. She's starting off with the mana manipulator here, while Tristana really doesn't need any mana. Oh, this is so risky. But they do pull it off, and are they going to actually grab... Oh, they do escape, so that's excellent. Garen is doing pretty well, I feel. I don't know, obviously. Oh, actually, oh, that's the 2-0, 86 minions now. So Ahri is doing better, well, farm-wise. But for the rest, he is pretty much the highest in the game. Tristana also 1 kill, 80 minions, also doing very well. And Graves, yeah, 1 kill behind, 68 minions, not doing too hot. Let's see how much cards actually have. 76, so he's 25 minions behind. He does pick up a couple here. And yeah, so now we can actually judge that. So 80 is 20 minions behind. And yeah, 20 minions is probably the result of him getting killed and getting pushed out of the lane all the time. Wow. You see that orb does a lot of damage. That's just the true damage. Well, not just the true damage, but the true damage does 23% more damage than... no, it's not actually how it works, but does a little bit more damage, like a quarter more than the other one. Actually, the magic damage does 23% less damage, which is not the same. Malphite completely missing his ult, and even if that had hit, nothing would have happened because Ahri already backed off. So yeah, going back top, and yeah. And once again, Garen just going to do some free damage to him. I'm sure that happened before. But yeah, he should be building a lot of armor, so he shouldn't have too much trouble. I started off with the Dorn shield into boots, and now the chain vest, so he has a lot of armor already. And oh, going to catch the Vigar. Nicely done by Rammus, and very nicely spotted by Ahri. Saw that there was an opportunity there, immediately used her ultimate to get in that neighborhood and finish him off. Obviously with the help of Rammus. Rammus' taunt is so strong in that regard, because it can really keep someone busy for like 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds, I don't know what the exact number is on that, but it's really long at level 5. And especially for someone like Vigar, who is really all about the spell casting, and well, he was of course really weak HP wise. So squishy. Yeah, she's going to pick up all of these minions, obviously. But yeah, for Vigar, who is really squishy, that is a very bad thing to happen to him. Obviously, for someone like Tryndamere or Garen here, it's much less of a problem. because they want to auto attack anyway. And Garen is building all kinds of damage, and that's why he's doing so well. It does mean that he doesn't have a whole lot of HP, so he can get nuked down by Ahri in the end game. And that's exactly what they should do. If they can prevent him from using his ultimate by using the like charm into orb into ultimate, well, doing all the damage but keeping him in the charm and then completely nuking him down. Yeah, if he can't use his ultimate in team fights, he's not going to do anything, because that is normally his only damage. Obviously in the beginning of the game, which is just round about now. Yeah, and I think the enemies are here. They are indeed, because Garen ran out of the lane and Garen needs to be nuked down here. Come on. Yeah, so she gets one kill, but Malphite also goes down. And where did he go? Oh, he just ran top lane. The turret is gone. Oh, Rammus took it. And this is exactly what I meant. She should have just nuked it down. Yeah, you need to use all of the skills that you have available at the right time, because if you nuke it down like this, if you keep auto attacking it and don't really pay attention to its health, then this is going to happen quite often. Obviously she has to go back now, she has no mana, and even with the 3 Dorn's rings, that is not going to be enough to keep her alive. 6 mana per second, which is a pretty nice amount. But seeing that her skills all cost like 90 mana, well, this one actually only 60, but how often do you use that? Yeah, she needs to go back, go heal up that mana pool and come back. She does get a needlessly large rod, so almost death cap material now, because the death cap is actually 1140, so she already is at halfway. And yeah, Cards is backing off, because Cards is really scared of her, which is rightfully so. I mean, it's not like she doesn't do damage. And yeah, this is finally a good ultimate. And Malphite doing a lot of damage, so that's excellent. Getting a double kill in bottom lane, wow. Oh, tower dive. Yeah, tower dive probably into stun. And yeah, this is going to be painful. Charm, yes. Going to ignite him, and they're going to pick up this kill, hopefully. Come on. Yes, come on, come on, come on, get him. Yes. Nicely done. I hate Garen. Oh, that was lucky. Just outside of that range, just outside of the tower range, when she gets taunted, and wow, that definitely was lucky. But it also seems that this Rammus, so enemy Rammus, didn't really level up his what's it called? His taunt. It seemed that yeah, that the taunt wasn't really long enough for a fully upgraded one. And yeah, you should have one full skill now. And for Ahri, that is the Orb of Deception and a Charm. Wow. Already level 15. Yeah, I was looking here. 13, 10, 11, 15. Oh no, that's 13. Never mind. This guy is 15. Let's pull it up here. That's much easier to read. No, actually 10, 11, 13, 13. So on the enemy team, yeah, Cards is also level 15. Garen level 14 actually. So he's doing pretty well. He's one level ahead of his opponent. And that is of course awesome. So 2 enemies going down. But yeah, 4-man gank. That will happen. And Garen is over there, yeah, but he doesn't get hit by the charm. Doesn't get hit by anything, in fact, because he is still healing. So yeah, the Foxfire level 3 coming up. Come on, level it up before you use it. No, she didn't level it up before she used it. But yeah, it's still going to do plenty of damage. And yeah, this was a pretty easy one. Oh no, you shouldn't walk into that. Oh, he doesn't have an ultimate, never mind. Yeah, that lowers your magic resist by quite a bit. As you can spell vamp, right? Yeah. So nicely done. Definitely a good way to go. And yeah, Ahri was expected to be super OP when she came out, and she actually is more powerful than most mid lane AP carries. She's not as OP as she was, well, expected to be, because the charm actually can hit minions, and that wasn't in the first, well, in the first description of her skills. Wow, why would you? Yeah, why would you take teleport in the first place? But also, why would you teleport here? I mean, at least teleport to this lane and go take out the minions. Because I'm sure, yeah, at level 12 you don't have to have any offensive skills yet. So the what's it called? The star call. But still. So yeah, Ahri just chilling out here and just, well, sitting back, relaxing, doing some stuff. What's she going to build with the Fiendish Codex? I'm guessing it should be Morello's Evil Tome. Yeah, because that would actually be good. Doesn't that also go into... Hang on. Yeah. So we're going to get... Man, I almost missed this team fight because I couldn't remember one of the items. Oh wow, lots of damage going down. Oh, she does pick up that kill. And does she have the charm? No, no charm. So, yeah. So apparently Soraka did have the heal. Well, either that or it came up just after that. And yeah, Garen getting the double kill there. So 2 double kills for the enemy team. 4 versus 5, so it's not too bad. It's just that Garen is getting pretty fat here. He has the most minions in the game, except for... Oh no, never mind. Tristana caught up there. Except for Ahri, I wanted to say, but this guy also a lot of minions. So Tristana, good job. And yeah, Ahri of course doing a fantastic job of farming. And yes, farming with Ahri is pretty simple in the late game, but not in the early game, and she's been ahead all game. So anyway, I was looking up whether this was actually... No, hang on. This one. Now, come on, what? This one into this one. Oh, that's not with the Fiendish Codex. I thought that was, but must have been wrong. Maybe it was, or it used to be, and they changed it, or I completely misremember. Because I normally would go for the Morello's Evil Tome if I would go for an AP carry. I know it's not like the greatest item ever, and it's definitely not the most damaging item ever, but still it's a pretty nice item. I like the cooldown reduction. I like the fact that it has all kinds of good stuff. I mean, it gives you an aura. That's not... Hang on, this is not... So it's 20% cooldown reduction, and that is not supposed to be the active on the Evil Tome. Did I change that? I thought there was something like a real aura, but yeah, maybe it just screwed up, I don't know. And maybe they changed it, I don't really keep track of that. I normally just build whatever I feel like. Because in general, it's not about what you have. As long as you don't build items that are too stupid or have a team composition that is completely retarded, most of those things really don't matter. And we're getting out. So Garen, yeah, he is getting really strong. Graves certainly isn't. So does she still have? Yeah, she still has her 1 stack of her ultimate. Oh, actually 2 stacks. Yeah. So the number that it says here is the number of stacks you have available. And wow, nicely played. But yeah, Vigar going in to snipe that, obviously. And Karts is going to take down this turret. So this is at least an exciting match, lots of things happening, and Ahri playing an excellent game. 8-3 now, with 6 assists, so involved in 14 out of the 17 kills, which is excellent. Anyone else who's been in a lot of kills? Hang on, 11, 9, no, she's pretty much the only one. Well, she has 8, so I guess those 8 kills, some of them were solo kills. Not everyone can be in the mid lane all the time. But that normally happens to the top laners. Top laners often get solo kills, because as soon as you get ahead, you get more ahead. And that's how it snowballs out of control. So Ahri going mid lane, the rest of her team going for Dragon. And yeah, this mid lane getting pushed by the entire enemy team, so Ahri all alone to defend against that. But she's going to be fine. The stun not hitting her, that was close, but it's good enough. And she's actually going to pick up all of these minions, wow. So the whole team coming back here and all walking through the wall of pain. Oh, Ahri in some trouble. Yeah, immediately getting focused there because she is doing well, and fortunately Tristana is also doing well. So the enemy team not really able to get everyone, but or yeah, get just a few free kills. At least they got 1 back, but still it's a 1 for 3. That was not good. And Ahri stood a little bit too far forward. This was actually the mistake of the team coming back through this lane. All, yeah, just in the wrong place, and that was a completely bad engage. Would have liked to see that again, because this is going to be a turning point in the game. If they lose, that's because of this moment. And Soraka now Soul Shroud. It's, I don't know what she's building, but Soul Shroud is such a ridiculous item. It's not even good. Hang on. I know how to get by to Soul Shroud, right? Oh, come on, this is it. So yeah, it's 2200 gold, well 2300. It gives you some health which you really don't need, because you're a support, you're going to die anyway if you get caught. And then you give enemy champions, or ally champions, 10% cooldown reduction and 12 mana regen per 5 seconds. So the mana regen is pretty much useless. And the 10% cooldown reduction, yeah, that's not a good aura. That's why nobody buys it, because it's not a good aura. Because nobody cares about the 10% cooldown reduction. I mean, the champions like Ahri who need cooldown reduction, they actually have it from either their items, well in this case the items, or the blue buff, or both. And are getting the hell out of there. So they need wards on the map, because at this moment they're completely blind, and they're going to run into a bush with enemies in it pretty quickly now, at any time. So blue buff is up, by the way, and Garen is trying to get something done there. Oh, getting caught again. This time she does get out of there, and they are going to focus down the Rammus, which is never a good idea, of course. But yeah, woohoo! Finally getting the Garen, and Rammus going to die as well for free. And come on, yeah, grabbing that, and grabbing another one. Wow, I'm truly impressed. Yeah, and Soraka used her ultimate really early in that team fight, and I don't think everyone was damaged at that point. But yeah, well. She does at least have the 10% cooldown reduction now, so she's going to get that back really soon. 10% cooldown reduction. Who cares? That's like 6 seconds on this cooldown. Who cares about that? I guess it's good if you use a lot of skills, but yeah, well, anyway, doesn't matter. So Ahri and her AD runes are going to win this game, I'm sure. They're 2 kills ahead still. No, I'm not sure at all. I mean, she's doing very well with her 19 kills she's been involved in. And oh, Kart is teleporting in and immediately getting damaged for about half his health. Oh! Wow, going full in offensive, but she's going to die for this, I'm sure. Yeah. No need to even use the ultimate, I think. Oh, come on. Oh. No, not even using the ultimates. So heal going down, and yeah, this enemy team is going to catch them. There we go, the ultimate from Garen. Yeah, Garen's ultimate is also kinda ridiculous. But as I said, they need to kill him really early on in the team fight, because he doesn't have anything except for damage, and he's not a very good damage champion, because he gets nuked down too easily then. It's also why in the higher ELOs nobody plays him with damage. Everyone plays him with armor and magic resist, and of course health. But yeah, getting him with damage means that you should just nuke him down, and as soon as he dies, you take out well, the main source of team kill. No, not team kill, but you normally lose your most precious champion to him, to his ultimate, if he plays it well. And yeah, if you can nuke him down, which it should be very easy now, it's pretty much over for him. He or for his team actually, because he didn't do anything in that team fight then, and he is supposed to take out an enemy champion. Karts, on the other hand, is supposed to die in a team fight, and then use his ultimate to get a lot of damage done, get a lot of assists. And of course, with 11 assists, he's doing a pretty decent job. So Dragon is gone, and we are going to walk over to the mid lane. So Ahri is in bottom lane, farming it up, which is fine. I mean, she needs the farm, so 32, sorry, and 219 on Tristana. They are way ahead of the enemies, but Rammus and Malphite really are not. They're behind. So Rammus is behind by about 30 minions, and yeah, Malphite's behind by about 30 as well. So all in all, it could go. It could be better for the team, but they're definitely not doing badly. But the insane farm that Ahri has should provide her with enough gold to actually carry this, and hopefully take out a few champions in the team fight. And with her Banshee's Veil now, she should be able to sustain at least a little bit against the Garen. Well, the Garen ultimate would be blocked by it, but if he first uses the other skill on her, or any other skill is used on her, then obviously that Banshee's Veil is not going to do anything against the ultimate. So the enemy team going for Baron, and they're straight up going for it. So Ahri is still alive, going to do the damage, and Karthus dies, and oh, a Guardian Angel there. Don't know who that is. Oh, that's Garen. He nuked someone with the Guardian Angel. Oh my god. So yeah, exactly happened what needed to be done. Garen went down pretty quickly, and yeah, because Garen went down pretty quickly, he couldn't use his ultimate, and then when he came back up, the only low guy was someone with a Guardian Angel, and he probably didn't see that, or he would have chosen someone else. But so yeah, indeed, someone needs to pick up this farm and this farm, but the main thing now is to push this lane with the minions. And they're going to just tank a little bit of turret damage because, well, turret was almost killed anyway. And come on, minions, go kill this turret. So yeah, the Karthus and Rammus are back up again. They're not going to be able to defend this, so at least they get 2 turrets out of that. So they trade basically 2 turrets for the Baron, which is a similar trade. Well, it's exactly the same amount of gold, so that's good. And yeah, for the rest, I don't know. I mean, the Baron buff really didn't do the enemies any good. They did get aced there. That was an excellent team fight, and that's how it should be done. Come on, get those minions. Yeah, she's really scared here of enemy champions coming in, which is, well, rightfully so. Because that would be horrible if she dies here. Because that would give the enemies probably 2 free turrets, where they just got 2 free turrets after that ace. Yeah, at least they do have a lot of CC. They have a slow on Tristana, but yeah, Tristana has to go in really close, so you don't want to use that normally. They do have the ultimate from Tristana, which is also good CC. And then they have the charm and the silence, and so the charm from Ahri, the silence from this guy, all the slow from Malphite, of course, the pop-up from Malphite, and then Rammus's whole toolkit with the stun and the taunt, and yeah, all in all, just a good team to combat this enemy team. It's just that they need to land that CC actually on a champion for once, and preferably Garen. Because if they can nuke down Garen once again... No, back off, back off, back off. If they can nuke down Garen once again, then they win another team fight, and yeah, that should be the game then. I mean, they can then push the mid lane up to the inhibitor, get the inhibitor actually. So no damage done there by Garen, and Garen has to run out. Are they going to catch up with Veigar? Because Veigar is also a nice target. He hasn't used his ultimate, so Vigar's ultimate also meant to take out one champion, and then after that he's supposed to move away from the fight until his cooldowns are back up. So yeah, they lose top lane turrets, but yeah, well, that's something they cannot really do anything about. So even though they are at 30 to 24, they're currently behind on turrets. Well, behind a lot of turrets, in fact, because they are behind, well, 3 turrets. And yeah, they have super minions in their base. So all in all, not the best position to be in, even though they are ahead. They may actually be behind in golds. I don't know how many dragons were taken, how many barons. Well, the barons, I know, there's only one baron, but even though you can have 3 at the 30-minute mark. I have a game up with where people actually pull that off. 3 barons before the 30-minute mark. That is pretty amazing. Yeah, and if you want to see that, then just search for, well, 3 barons before the 30-minute mark on my channel, and you should be able to find that. So once again, Garen getting nuked down, and now you see why you don't build damage on him. So early game, that's excellent, and he got a lot of kills. Wow, I actually didn't see that, but well, I saw that she went up top, but I didn't get the kill in view. And that's okay. Otherwise, if you complain about that, then you should have sent me a game with the actual spectator mode on it. Pretty sure I explained it often enough how to do it. So yeah, going to protect this this inhibitor, and taking a little bit of damage there from the minions, but should be okay. The super minions, of course, they're almost impossible to take out with an AP carry, and yeah, they are going to push into this this inhibitor turret in the meantime. But Ahri is going to hold off this push from the super minions. Super minions have a lot of armor and magic resist. That's why they're so hard to take down. So yeah, another kill apparently, and Garen once again feeling the need to get nuked down. So he started off so well, and then now all of a sudden he gets nuked every time, every team fight. You see how quickly that goes. That is really the difference between him as an AD and Tristana as an AD, because Tristana has range and he does not. I don't know why Tristana didn't just use her ultimate, but okay. They do get an inhibitor. That was the point of that exercise there. And traded, well, whoa, 2 for 1. Thought they gave away 1 kill for the inhibitor, but actually got 2. So Ahri now in the bottom lane, still farming, still pushing lanes, which is necessary because the inhibitor was down up until now, and yeah, the minion wave starts to push if one of the inhibitors is down. So how are we doing here? Ahri is the only one that's really super positive. Wow, 7 and 17. 5 and 17. 1 and 19. Lots of assists going down. And the enemy team, everyone has the same number of assists except for Rammus. Rammus 0 kills, but still 17 assists. So it has been in 17 out of the 25 kills. That is pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. So I don't know if they checked Baron since it went down, but it's definitely a good thing to actually ward that. Because the enemy team could actually do Baron just straight off, and yeah, they wouldn't even notice. So Tristana going to jump on top of him, I'm sure. Oh, going to land the slow immediately. So this way he can't really get out. And another slow going down, and a really easy kill there. So the Graves is down. That means that, yeah, that's a big chunk of damage. I wanted to see the Garen, by the way. So he started off with a really good score, and now it's kind of 9, 16, 11. Yeah, he got 9 kills with his ultimate. So it's the build itself doesn't do anything anymore. All of this damage is just wasted because they can just nuke him down instantly. He has no armor. He has no magic resist. He has 241 minions, but never gets to do the damage because he isn't ranged. And that is so important to have. Once again, the little glitch with the recall animation. And yeah, indeed, enemy got another Baron because they didn't ward it. They didn't check it. And even though they are 10 kills ahead now, they still are losing the Baron to that. And yeah, there goes Garen once again. So anyone who is sending me an 80 Garen game, yeah, that's just a stupid build. I'm sorry. And wow, why is she going in so aggressively? That was so unnecessary. Wow, that was really way too aggressive. But hey, we all make bad plays. I was really surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if her League of Legends glitched or something like that. But we will see that in a moment. She's not going to disconnect because I would have known that. But yeah, it is kind of strange to see this, because that was really super hyper aggressive, and yeah, like you're going to win now, dude. They're 11 kills behind, even though the Ahri suicided. They're so far behind. They have a Graves that builds, or a Garen that builds kind of stupid stuff, and they want to have the yeah, Garen now has some tanky stuff actually, but and they never mind. They want to report Rammus for being AFK. Yeah, right. Rammus just gave up, man. It's not like he gave up when you were at equal standing. But yeah, Garen building armor, mostly armor. Against Ahri. He's getting nuked down by Ahri all the time, and he's building armor. And I guess this guy, yeah, he has a last whisper, or she, could be a she. I have some female viewers as well. I think something like 6%, something like that. So I know there are some women watching this, or girls, whatever you want to be addressed as. An excellent ultimate there, and are they going to follow it up? So Garen going down once again, and going to have to run out here, and everyone will be okay. Oh, Tristana needs to get out. Graves actually goes down. And where are we? Oh, we are still in the base, getting the things done. So yeah, Garen now again at full health. And is he going to catch up? Yeah, he probably is. But she's all alone. Come on, charm. Oh, he misses his ultimate. Charm and run out. And Rammus comes in. Taunt. Bye bye. And no, run out. Oh, right, he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. But still, it is kind of risky. It's kind of very risky to do this. Tristana can stay in, of course. She's going to do all the damage. Yeah, very nicely played. Running straight to the Rammus. Good eye on the map, and wow, that was well played. That was very well played. That's how you play, man. She had no chance of survival except if Rammus could distract the enemy, and with the taunt, it's kind of a forced distraction. And yeah, she ran back in, something that she shouldn't have done. I mean, Tristana and Rammus had that kill, so there's no reason for her to go back in. And you need to make sure that you, well, just stay alive in this late game, because if you're the one with the 13 kills, and well, I guess Tristana has 12 as well, and there we go. Surrender. But if you're the one that's doing the best on your team, your primary goal is to stay alive and not die in team fights, because as soon as you die, the enemies are going to be able to push in, and late game the death timers are so long that yeah, you really have no way to defend then. So the enemies are going to get one of the turrets or inhibitors or the Baron or Dragon because you die. And yeah, she did a very good job of not dying in that end part, and I was really impressed by that escape, if that wasn't obvious. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.